don't even want to know
Oh
what
my
mine
god,
is.
it almost worked perfectly.
Oh no.
I'm checking.
So close.
Hang on.
So close.
My mic seems to be working. Let me double check the sound, and then I'll fix Cassie's window because it got messed up. I'm gonna leave that on that because
I just fixed mine. We're good. I'm good on my end.
We're good on mine.
Oh,
Headphones
what?
are working. Yes, everything seems working. Oh my god! After all the tech issues, are we actually going to be able to do something? This is
Huzzah.
freaking crazy. I don't know what to do myself. Admiral's hard, so I've got an idea what.
Why did shield mode just got put on?
Cassie, can I borrow a husband?
You need to borrow? I can yell downstairs.
Milagros, what are you doing? You just playing with tools?
No, I couldn't. My thing was cut off, and it was like, oh, we have this thing called shield mode, and I thought the button was to acknowledge that it was a thing, not turn it on. So I had to shut it off.
That's
Like, what the
funny.
That's what happens
shield
when you
mode's a
make
pain.
everyone in your show a moderator.
You're banned.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for showing up today. It is time for dinner game. This is the last official game of 2020, and we are wrapping it up by playing King. We missed the last section. You deleted my comments. Hey, Cripwalker. I did Mott. My beautiful wife mistypes. But yes, so we are going to be playing our Kingdoms tonight. It's not going to be big session, a massive session, because Liz is not going to be able to make it. May not be able to make it. I'm going to try, but work is work, and we always say that real life comes first, no matter how sad it makes it. If Liz can't make it, Liz can't make it, and we love her still, and for a little bit, because we never let anyone get live. So
She can be forgiven for cookies, though.
she cannot. Yeah, no. That's
You got to bring cookies. If you can bring cookies, all is forgiven.
yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
But in the meantime, last session we kind of had some huge events happen, and it was just an amazingly rough show. And and Sphinx missed all of it.
I did. I have no idea what happened.
I think I didn't make Cassie cry.
I am uncryable.
She is incredible. She is the next serial killer, and we look forward to seeing her work.
I don't yawn when other people yawn.
Oh my god!
Just you saying the word yawn twice made me want to yawn.
And Milagros is going to be Cassie's first victim.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Milagros is like, I get to be first.
I get to be first. I get to pay for my crimes in Bristol laws.
Oh no.
There we go.
And so just a little bit of housekeeping real quick. I know a lot of you saw my drama, and I apologize for it, but we are cutting back on some of the shows that we run here on Dinner. First off, I'm going down to just run my two shows, which is and I'm going to be running Emerald Sanctums on Tuesday and Wednesday. I am still going to play in Ivy's Pure Havoc show every other Friday. Now, the cast for our other every other Friday show, we had already lost several people, scheduling and everything like that. So that show was kind of trying to figure out what was happening, but we're still working on that. We don't know that. In the meantime, Starshard Stories has, as you can say, Starshard Stories tag on in the chat has changed. Sam, you say hi through it. I know what her new tag is. But all that means is that M is going to take shows that she used to run for us, transferring them over to her channel, running them from her channel, Starfield, and she's going to have. She always owned the shows; they were just being done here, but now she's going to take that content over to her. there. I'm going to continue playing on the Saturday morning, but I am trying to cut back on my load. So I am going to be dropping on night. So that's going to be changes that are coming up. Only And so, but anyway, I just wanted to go over that with you guys. That's a little bit of housekeeping we're doing. That is going to be starting next year when we go back to the regularly scheduled games. Going to start happening on January out that week. First game back. Oh yeah, it is Emerald Sanctums on the 3rd.
I may have to miss that one
Ooh, I can push it back a week actually.
because that's my anniversary.
You got married on the 3rd of January?
Sure did.
Congratulations.
Now that's a way to start off a new year.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. The off season is great for weddings.
Yeah, I do
You know
have a
what?
filter on my
Fair
mic.
point.
That's one of the problems with my mic. They may take the filters off and see if that helps at all. Got 3 fucking filters on my mic. So,
I have 3 filters.
yep.
I mean, I can barely get my filter to work at work. Oh wait, no, different filter. Never mind.
Yeah, that's your people are mean to me filter, and I don't want to say what I mean because then I'll get fired filter.
Oh no,
That's
there was
hilarious.
one
I love
person
it.
I accidentally let it slip. Thankfully, no one caught it, but my coworkers.
No one got it. With the
Somebody was talking about how horrible their professor was at a school nearby. It's like, and as they're driving away, it's like as they're driving away, they didn't quite catch it. It's like, well, if you need any help, I know a few 4th floor stairwells with very slick stairs.
So Sam just giving a little bit of advice on how to push a faculty member downstairs. We do not condone that here at Dinner and a Game, ladies and gentlemen. Love is love. Love who you want, and don't push anyone down the stairs because you'll get caught.
To be
However,
fair,
if you know how to do it and make it look like an accident, I will
No,
split the
we
insurance.
don't- we
I
don't-
will.
we
I will.
don't
I'll
condone
split
that.
the insurance with you.
Nope.
We can
that
sue.
took a completely different
Nope,
turn from
we're
where I
getting
thought it
to
was.
There's
some
going.
also no
major-
stairs at my job. I'm not even allowed on ladders.
We are gonna make some major insurance companies very, very, very scared of us.
You did just call Cassie a serial killer though, right? So like, what
That
do you
is-
expect her to say?
Oh boy. What if they ask you to put? Nope, still not viable. Still not viable. So
Everybody knows that's code. Like if you ask somebody, "Hey, how you doing?" and they're like, "Well, I'm here." That's code for push me down the stairs, make it look like an accident. We'll split the money. It's
Yep.
code. Everybody knows that.
it's not
Yep.
code. It's not
Yeah, it
code,
is.
and we're not
Kind
gonna
of
do that.
is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, you guys scare me so much sometimes.
Look at me. Look at me.
I
Look
got
at
that
me.
from a
No, I
TikTok.
don't
Yes,
want
it
it.
is.
No, I want-
Yes, it is.
We're living in a semi-apocalyptic capitalist hellscape. What do you expect but gallows humor?
Oh.
Right. Aren't you glad to be back?
I'm multi-streaming and I'm gonna get banned.
Did you miss us? You missed
I
us,
miss
didn't you?
everything, and I miss all of you. So
To be fair, anyone who's watching knows exactly what they're getting into, and if they're complaining, well, then they're in the wrong spot. They know it, and they're just here to make themselves miserable.
Yeah.
I'm just saying TikTok made me do it.
I like to make it to 33 tomorrow, so I'll not be. I don't know exactly what that's about, but it sounded funny, so I'm laughing. I'm laughing
because it's his birthday tomorrow, so he's like, I'm not coming upstairs, so I can't push him down the stairs.
Oh, gotcha.
Mm.
So, other than all that, of course, we are still trying to hit that 1K mark on Twitch. And to do that, we are still giving away that whole little shebang that we've got going on, which includes a set of D&D core books, which look like this. This is the Player's Guide Monster Manual on the DMG plus the GM screen. It comes in that slip case. This is the chrome cover, the foil, should I say, foil covers, so they look different. They are easily identifiable. You won't have to write your name in Sharpie if you take them to the game store with you. And we're going to be giving those away. And that might be the last product we ever give away from fucking Wizards of the Coast.
Mm.
And I don't know what we're going to do now because they just went fucking horrible. And yeah.
Oh, what they do this time?
Oh, They
What new
are.
thing? Is there a new thing?
Yeah, they just
Oh,
they.
Of course, there's a new thing.
There's a new bad thing. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. You know how at the end of every year, every corporation has a shareholders meeting where they go over the profits and everything like that, and then they talk about what they're going to do next year. The target for dinner for D&D as a core product is going to be monetizing it as a subscription service.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
They said,
How?
"Oh, we've been under monetizing this." It's like,
Oh no.
Why is
Yeah,
everything a subscription?
Yep.
Oh, and they own D&D Beyond now, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah, they
No.
do.
already a
No.
subscription.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're already subscription. It's
That
already
was
been
a
subscriptionized.
Yeah, don't.
But they're going
I
to be
didn't
taking
want
this
to
and they're
give
going to
any
be
more
making
money.
more products that is based around the concepts of bringing people into D&D Beyond and forcing them to use D&D Beyond as their platform, which means that we might see the whole Twitch family of D&D streamers might have to disappear.
Wow.
They
That
own
won't
all
help
the
you in the
licensing.
long run.
Disappear or go over to D&D's new streaming service. That's going to
Oh
be
my
linked to
God.
D&D Beyond. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Yep.
I may have to switch systems for Agents of the Circle.
It's
Shit.
crazy, man. I don't know. I don't
Wonderful.
fucking know.
Hellscape. Hell.
Yeah, Admiral, I don't know how I'm going to jump in all these different chats.
They're going full Disney.
Oh yeah.
They're going
Oh
full
no. Yeah,
Disney.
no. They're going. It's bad. And you guys, I don't know if any of you follow this. I'll just talk about this real fast, and then we'll get on to the fucking actual game. I swear.
Yeah.
If any of you follow this, they have taken a similar business model with Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering, they're literally releasing Transformers in Magic the Gathering. Next year we get Time Lords, Doctor Who in Magic the Gathering. They are bringing in every single geek commodity, getting it licensed, and releasing it as sets in Magic the Gathering. The Forgotten
Holy
Realms.
God, they're pulling a Fortnite.
The Forgotten Realms set was the first set and the first step on this path, and it sold so well that they greenlit everything else, and they have been picking up IP after IP. Like, I literally heard they're gonna do Dune.
Oh my God.
Wait, Dune is in D-U-N-E or Dune
Yes,
is in D-O-O-M?
D-U-N-E.
Probably both.
Probably both. No shit.
Oh,
And
God,
they're not limiting.
no.
They're not limiting
That's-
They're like, it's a multiverse, so we can bring in anything we want. And I will let you know that they don't have it right now, but Disney has been trying to develop a board game line, and they haven't been very successful. And Wizards has been in lots of talks with Disney.
Oh my God.
So we may
We're
see
gonna put more
Marvel-
D in your D&D.
We may say Marvel come over. I don't know if Disney would end up buying
oh,
Wizards
God,
from
no.
Hasbro,
No. No.
but
Or worse, they just buy Hasbro.
they don't want Hasbro. Hasbro has a lot of parts that are not making any fucking money.
Fair.
So they don't want Hasbro. They want Wizards of the Coast, because Wizards of the Coast has Magic the Gathering. It has Dungeons and Dragons, and it still has a distribution license for Pokemon. It doesn't have Pokemon anymore, but it has a distribution license for it. So
Wow.
yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
I wanna be the very best.
We were watching Pokemon at work today.
Or
So-
I wanna be the very best.
All
Yup.
right, enough.
Oh my
with the
God.
depression.
That was uncomfortable.
Oh my God.
Oh.
enough with the
It hurts.
depression.
It
Enough with the
hurts.
depression.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad I was
Yeah.
chewing.
Enough with the
I'm
depression.
not
Let's go
trying
play
to-
our depressing game now.
Oh my god.
Yeah, let's be depressed in fake life instead of real life.
Dun dun dun.
Let's
So,
go.
last we left off with our noble and mighty adventurers, they were actually, they had actually gotten themselves thrown out of the spindle. Not directly, not immediately. You have 24 hours. But the attacks.
So much time.
Yeah, I know. The attacks that happened on the spindle, which included literally the meteor swarm spell being cast on the city. Yeah. It was very obviously centered on their boat.
Which was already busted, by the way.
Yep, already busted.
Dang.
It was already busted, in the process of being fixed, and now it's re-busted, and our crew is dead.
Yes.
Only
Not all of
some
them.
a lot of
Long
them died.
live.
Only
What was his
most
name?
of them,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
already a skeleton crew.
What was
so
the name
now-
of the
Yeah.
What was the name of the
Yeah,
engineer?
Ray
Yep.
introduced us to
Was
an
it, like,
NPC who
Jeff?
was like this
Wonderful.
new kid
Beautiful,
who like
shiny.
didn't even know what he was doing just
Shiny.
to kill him immediately.
Immediately
He did.
killed him.
100%.
Immediately. He was
Immediately.
introduced to us. He was
100%. He's
like,
like, here's
I
the
sh-
sweet little bean. You're gonna
Yeah.
take care of him. He's dead.
Dead.
he's dead.
Fucking dead.
Yeah.
Now it's literally a skeleton crew. Kel's
Everybody's
going to
already-
hell.
okay,
Kel's going
Okay,
to
we
hell.
can do that.
Already
We can do that. I brought this up like originally when we like commandeered the ship. I'm like, we can go on there and I can animate all the bodies, and y'all were like, no.
And you were like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
We
immoral.
can't let Timmy's drive the ship.
Ah, how the tables have turned.
I was very
We
shocked.
might
that-
just have to
that-
have
that-
a crew of Timmys at this point. It's
Yeah,
all
I
we've
would-
got.
I was shocked that Callie didn't offer to make him into a Timmy so we could keep him forever.
I mean,
Was
it's
there
still an
enough of him
option.
left to make a Timmy?
Oh yeah, the guy was
Also-
carrying him in his arms.
Yeah, we have limited time. I got like 6 seconds to make a Timmy.
I guess 6 seconds. Yeah, he'd been dead for a bit. I mean, he was.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I can't. Wait, no, I think I still have animate dead though.
We might make him into a Timmy.
We might get him as a Timmy.
We'll
So,
see.
No.
so that's where we kind of left it.
Yes, I do
Sphinx,
have
we
animated
left
dead.
Val with
Rami?
Rami, and they were working on the demolition process for making sure that those caverns stayed, the entrance to the caves stayed buried. They did know that there was going to be other ways for those things to get out of those areas because there's many other caverns that connect down there, and there's probably going to be they're probably going to have the ability to get out. But you did go ahead and bury those caves as best you could, and that's where you
good.
were. So I would say when you guys were leaving, that's when the actual meteor swarm spell was coming down. And so you
Oh,
guys had
boy.
to take shelter for a bit. And then after that, it was just you and Rami trying to help the people who had been hurt. And then
Okay.
because they got called all the way back to the seat of government for the city. And they had a meeting with Jägerhorn. And that's when they found out that they were being booted. Because the council was meeting to try and make decisions. And the only thing Jägerhorn could do was give them 24 hours. He may be the head of the council, but there was a lot. And like when they were leaving, they were getting like openly glared at by council members.
Yeah, the Angies.
It went
They
went
Angies.
south real fucking fast.
What?
Yep. And they didn't even do nothing.
I was gonna say, what did you do?
Oh,
Literally nothing.
wait. No, you did turn on the screen,
Yes.
and there was a
Yeah. That is
sign.
Yeah.
You remember what it said?
Basically cannot connect. Or the connection is no longer available.
I don't need to remember shit because I write everything down.
That's because you're
why
smarter than me.
I outsource my memories.
Outsource my memories.
Outsourced.
Outsource
That is
my
the best
memory.
way to do
I
it.
love that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
The only problem is finding it again. That's what I run into.
Yeah. Oh, I do have in my notes that Sam admitted Drake is a hero by calling him a hero himself. It's on the record.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember that. I remember
I don't
that.
remember that at all. And
He
if I
said
also
it. He said
remember,
it.
And I do remember Lex having to do like the Doors thing like a ton. That was funny. Oh my gosh. This channel no longer functions. Please try back later.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the nameless nerd. I apologize. I didn't see your question. I saw people answering it to you. It was actually there was a drop on from the actual board members meeting. There was actually a press release on it, which had a lot of the details on the new monetization process and the subscription services and everything like that. And so that's where most of the information comes from. And then the other information is just rumor and scuttlebutt that happened after that. So it could definitely not be true. Like the concepts of them wanting to sell D&D. Oh, Sweet Tea special. But that was
God
just
damn it.
something that came up later because
Sweet tea.
it's been rumored a lot that Hasbro has been looking to possibly sell Wizards just because it's cash rich right now, but they don't know how long it's going to last, and they think it's trendy. So
Didn't they just buy Wizards?
they bought Wizards in like the 2000.
Oh, no, that's
2003,
right.
I
I'm thinking of
think.
someone else.
2001 to 2003. So
Yeah.
what's up? No problem. So yeah, and if you go on to Nameless Nerd, if you have TikTok and you go into the D&D community, there is like 100 videos out there right now of people trying to figure out what's going on. All right, so
Hi, Sweetie.
so the way we left off everything is you guys were escorted out of the council chambers to the
Yep.
like all the council members were coming back into the room because they had called a recess while Jaegerhorn spoke to you guys in his private office, in their private office, I should say.
Yeah.
And so Jaegerhorn, like, he had a moment with Lex where he confirmed that they had found out that Jaegerhorn's partner had died. And they were trying to lead an uprising in Ayla, and that the uprising had pretty much been quashed. And that's when they found out that the sheer they got some intelligence back from it, and they found out the sheer number and mass of actual occupants from the Outer Planes that are inside Ayla right now.
Oh, no.
And there is a functional army in Ayla. And it's getting ready to march.
A functional army from the Outer Planes
Yeah.
currently in Ayla?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
This is
It's made of creatures from the Shadowfell. And oh yeah, and there's a giant storm over Ayla right now.
mhm.
Like bigger than the city. So there's no sunlight
Oh.
hitting the city anymore. So all the Shadowfell creatures can move around freely.
I know a last resort,
Damn.
but we need the Night Mother active for that one. That's a very last resort if that planet can't be saved due to it on purpose. What was accidentally done to Kyrell, but worse.
I mean, I don't think I don't know, the Night Mother, the Mistmother, and I don't know what the new Aspect's name is. They're there, but she had that power when she was united as one being. You guys haven't gotten to get a good appraisal of their powers yet.
Yeah.
The Night Mother has not shown very many powers, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like
And the Mistmother is totally contained with trying to hold everything together.
Yeah.
so it's one of those like this is okay. This ain't a war anymore. This is full on invasion. It's survival and guerrilla tactics mode. We're not gonna be able to fight this normally.
So, do any of you have like message or anything like that?
I do.
I still have V's sending stone.
Oh, you saw V Sending Stone? Got it. So, you guys are headed back to the ship. You were taken there by the skiff. So, Val, you and Remy were basically trying to help out as best you could. And once things kind of were getting cleared up and there was obvious organization to everything like that, what would be your first thing you would do?
Try and find everyone else and make sure that they're okay.
Okay. You're still decently far away on foot because of the way the spindle is built with all those extending arms going out. You would have to go
Sure.
in towards the city and then cut across and then go back out. So the only way to get there quickly would be to like get a sky skiff or something like that. But the city's in chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, there are sky ships that are literally down in the bottom of those ravines now because they
Okay.
took so much damage from the meteor swarm. So
Okay. Well, I will cast sending.
Okay. Who are you sen-
And
who are you casting to?
I will to Utopia.
Alright. What is the
And-
message?
Message will be Are you all right? Meteor storm did lots of damage. We are with Remy and are okay. Where are you and
You
everyone.
are now, where are you is as far as you got.
okay?
And so Utopia, you have 25 words that you may reply back with.
Oh boy.
I
It's like
hate word limits.
Twitter. Okay. Okay.
It's ye olde medieval Twitter.
Yep.
Ye olde
Ye
Dungeons
old
and
magical Twitter.
You have a character limit. Go.
Twitter. Dungeons and tweets. Okay.
Twitter and dragons.
Okay.
It's the Dragon Fart instant messaging system.
Oh no.
The worst thing is that I know that in character it would be like no contractions and all this shit. It's just like I am currently like okay. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna be funny. We're committing to the bit. I am currently in the company of the rest of our party.
You are so going to not gonna make
Yes!
it.
Yes! Yes! No, that's
We're
the
already-
bit.
I'm already
You
at
gotta
12.
commit to the bit.
No, she's over 12.
You gotta commit to the bit. Yeah, it's a 13.
Yeah.
The ship has been damaged, but we are returning. And then I think is that all I got?
I think so.
Perfect.
We are
21 or
returning.
25.
Huh?
21 or 25.
25.
25.
Still 4 more.
Oh, so
Oh, okay. We are returning to it anyway about the ship.
Mm,
Gotta commit to the
Are
bit.
any of you hurt?
it's another casting ascending.
Did we lose anyone important or of note? How is rather the I can't remember Home They's title.
Head of the council?
Jaeger?
How is Jaeger? What is the climate?
Well, it's pretty sunny right now.
No, literally.
Fuck.
Did you not look up and see the beautiful
I mean, we
sky
are in the
above us that
mountains,
just
so,
rained
like-
death upon everyone?
It's kind of
We-
balmy, maybe 68 degrees. You know,
Balmy,
I
68
wouldn't,
degrees
I
and
wouldn't,
raining
dry.
hellfire.
I wouldn't try going
A little
swimming
dry.
or anything, but you know, a nice walk around the promenade would be cool.
You know, if your flaming rock doesn't drop on your head.
Drake's dead. Callie's missing. I might be a lizard. See you soon.
I
God.
would anybody
Not
be
for the
truly
rogue
worried if
ability.
Callie's
I
missing?
took
No,
no
that's
damage
true.
from that meteor swarm. I took nothing.
No one,
Yeah, I
none of
don't-
y'all did actually.
No, none of us. None of us took damage.
We
from
took
it.
some. Everyone who was in that room took some.
Yeah, but we're not like.
Drake was
dead.
the only one who passed that save to die. The only reason Drake took nothing was because of the rogue's ability to just say no to any damage they passed the save on.
Oh yeah, I think I
Thanks.
super failed.
Thanks, I choose life.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like making friends with dead people, so
How are we friends again then? Kidding.
Unfortunately, the vast majority of our would be hyphenated count as 2 words or 1 word.
2 words.
Okay, would be crew have fallen. We are not badly injured. How many is that?
You have 9 remaining.
I love it. Terrible at this.
But we need to leave.
Jaeger has bought us 1 day. Is that within the limit?
Yep, you still have 3 more.
Okay. Before we, and then like just it cuts off.
Before is one word.
Before is only one word.
Before is only one word.
Oh, before we must, and then it cuts off.
And at that point,
We're doing great.
at that point, Val would just kind of stop, look at Rami.
Rami looks at you and she's like, because she can't hear those; they're in your head.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What's going on? What are we up to?"
So most of the crew, it sounds like, are dead.
We just hired all those people.
Yeah. Apparently, the meteor storm took most of them out. Utopia, Lex, Drake, and God damn it, Callie are all still alive. Jaeger bought us 24 hours for something. 1 sec, and I cast sending again. We are on our way. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
She's like, "Can they go anywhere?"
I don't know.
She says, "All right."
They're heading back to the ship, though, and I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points to get my fucking spell slots back for that.
She says, I don't know if they can send a skiff to pick me up that we could use to get back to the ship. We can just try and make it there on foot through the city.
Let me see something
We
real
can try
quick
and
here.
find a skiff,
Oh.
maybe a cab.
Whoa.
Or Utopia could go pick them up if
Can I
If they are
send
let know.
Sappho?
You could. He's smart enough.
Yes. Okay. Do I have to do anything to summon them?
No, he's usually around. You can dismiss him and summon him as a bonus action, I do believe.
I believe that's how that works.
So you can make him, you can send him back to his normal plane of existence when you don't really need him around, and then summon him to you as a bonus action, I think.
Okay, sweet. Then can I summon him now?
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's like, he pops in the distance. He's like, "Are we in a fight? Are we running for something? Are we gonna kill somebody? What's going on?" It's, what happened?
Lots of bad stuff again. I mean, you know what happens when we go places.
Why didn't you summon me? I could have been helping people.
I know I was already using
No.
a lot.
No. I
to-
understand. Oh no, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have. I mean, you created me kind of when you decided I was gonna be your mount, and I've never really seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
Is this war?
Yeah. And we've got more coming. We have to leave the city, and Val isn't here. I don't think he'll be able to get here very quickly. So can you go and get him and Rami and bring them back here?
Yeah. Where are they?
They would still be by like the exit. Like they would basically still be by like the Everest, the exit out of the.
How much did Utopia pay attention when they were being flown there? Would she have just been like kind of daydreaming, or would she have actually tried to pay attention?
To get to the Everest place?
Yeah.
She was paying attention. She'd been there before.
Then you
she was
can
very stressed out.
literally, if you can literally actually give me an intelligence
Ooh.
check. It's not gonna be a super hard DC, but give me an intelligence check.
I didn't have any of my stuff open.
Yeah, it's okay. Everything was kind of crazy, so. Oh, I don't have the dice roller up. I'll have to switch screens.
I mean,
Let me into the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
Let me in.
So,
Oh.
ladies and gentlemen, we have actually switched to roll 20 because Foundry was the source of our problems. So,
12, 15.
oh, it didn't come up.
Came
Oh,
up
I
for-
rolled it in D&D Beyond.
I
Yeah,
know.
came up on D&D Beyond.
I know, but it should have come up in the thing too, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't have D&D Beyond up. Duh. All right, so but that is more than enough. What you do is you recall your memory of flying there, and you send it over to Sappho, because you basically took off in the same place you are now. You're at the boat.
Yeah.
So you send it to Sappho, and Sappho just follows the same path that you took. So, you're not actually right where you landed, Val. You guys have been moving around a lot, but after about maybe 5 minutes, you can see the Sappho is flying through the air, and he's going down towards where he would be landing, because the landing was somewhat down the cliff face. So
Yeah.
he's circling around, and you see that he's landing on the strip down below, and he's kind of looking around. He's probably about 200 feet away. Do you guys have any way of actually getting his attention?
Let me see how far my. Damn it! He is 70 feet shy of me being able to use my mind link to talk to him.
Ouch.
Fireworks, maybe? Start making something that they're gonna see, maybe?
I'm looking into that now.
Impressive toast demonstration.
I will cast dancing lights, and I will send them down towards Sappho.
They're gonna take a while to get there. They can definitely flip because they move slower than shit.
Oh, that's
Thermal
I guess-
turkeys.
Robbie kind of looks at you and she's like, "You're a bard and you can't make a lot of noise?"
I mean, that I guess that is one way to do it. I guess I didn't think of that.
She's like,
And
she
I
pulls
just.
she reaches into a bag on her hip, which looks like about a full-size sack, but her arm goes down to like almost the elbow, and then she's sitting there for a second, and she pulls out this giant thing that looks like a blunderbuss
Yes.
with the fanned out muzzle and everything.
Oh,
And she's
boy.
like, "You are so lucky I packed for a trip." And she literally puts one leg back, she braces it on her hip.
"Oh shit!" And I cover his ears.
And you see, she taps one of a glowing a red crystal, and it glows for a second, and then a wick lights and starts going into the barrel. And she's like, "This sucks!" And there's a huge explosion as she fires what looks to be like a mass of just stones and pellets and nails and whatever she had in hand, just up into the air and away down into the crevasse between the spindle arms. And but it's a humongous boom, and she's like, I wish I had time to get my headphones on. She looks at you, she's like, and she kind of pats it. She's like, "Street sweeper." She slides it back in.
That's certainly something.
She says, "It's super cheap on ammo. I mean, literally, you can just put gravel in it."
That might come in handy later. Hold on to that.
She's like, "Oh, I have to repack it and reload it. It's gonna take a while.
Okay.
It's really a one-shot wonder." And you see Sappho's looking up at you guys, and she like starts waving at him, yeah. And he's like, leaps off and starts flying up there and lands. And he's like, "Val, Val, 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 Val." He says, "I need to bring you back, so you guys need to get on."
Yeah, great. I will help Rami on, and then I'll get on as well.
Okay. Sappho's kind of looks back and he looks over his shoulder at you. He's like, "Is everyone ready to go?"
Yeah. Get us there quickly.
All right. So he runs straight at the edge and jumps off and spreads his wings, and he's like, "Ugh!" And he
Oh my
sails up, and he starts sailing back to the ship. And as you guys are in the air, you kind of get a really good idea of the damage that's been going on or happened here. I don't know if you guys know how big the meteor swarm spell is, but it's 4 miles across.
Massive.
Yeah, this spell is designed to destroy cities. This is a 9th level spell. And so there is a huge, almost perfectly circular area where there are buildings on fire, where there are, huge craters in the ground. There's people hurt everywhere. There are buildings that have collapsed because they were they took direct hits. On the docks, there are tons of ships that are missing, and you can see smoke that's coming up from the ravines.
By the light.
And this was one fucking spell.
One spell did this.
So it's like, as Sappho's just flying over it, and he's like, and you see Sappho's head's kind of like straight ahead, and he's veering and moving, but he's not looking down a lot. And he's like, he says, I just don't like looking down.
I'm gonna look down.
Yeah. Oh, he's not scared of anything. He just, as you're looking down, you can see people. This is how bad it is. There's a Pegasus flying through the air, and hardly anyone looks up.
Oh boy.
People are just trying to find each other. People are trying to help wounded. People are trying to find, ways to right the ships that are damaged but haven't fallen yet.
Why did this happen?
You can see that people are trying to dig people out of some of the caves that have caved in and stuff like that. And it's just so Sappho finally gets back to the ship and he lands. And as you're getting off his back, he kind of just says, "'Cause it's war."
This is just on. I don't. Where's Utopia?
Utopia's, I'm assuming, still on the, probably helping out on the deck, getting stuff. Because I know one of the masts broke. So
Yeah.
she's probably, helping the crew with some of the stuff they're trying to get fixed and repaired and moved off.
Yeah.
You see that there is a makeshift morgue on the deck. And you guys had hired, I think you said you hired around 30 or 40 people. And there is at least 15 bodies on the deck.
So it's not looking good. Drake's probably on the front deck helping to get people helping with repairs as best he can, but just.
So yeah, I guess Rami and I will start walking towards the wall, and I'm assuming I'll be looking first and foremost for Utopia, and if she's the first one I see, I'm just gonna beeline it over to her and give her a huge hug. I'm so glad you're okay.
Utopia's gonna cry. Gonna cry.
It's all right.
Kind of squeeze Val, but not crush him because, we can't have more injuries today.
Right. just what happened? I'm gonna before you answer that, I'm gonna pull away, grab you by your face, kind of are you okay? Are you hurt? Are you?
I'm okay. It's just gonna kind of look past him at all of the dead crewmates and be like, I'm fine, and I'm still standing.
What happened?
It was right after we got back here. We tried to see if we could find out who had contacted the previous captain. That strange screen in your cabin.
Right.
the whatever they were using to connect with each other was cut off, and I think it was some kind of homing beacon, something. The spell came right after.
Oh no, they were targeting the ship.
Mm-hmm. And everything around it.
Oh no, this is our fault.
Jaegerhorn bought us a day. They wanted us gone now.
The city wants us gone.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So, whatever we can manage in that time, and then we have to leave. Oh, you don't even know about.
About what?
Um. Ayla wasn't just destroyed. It's been taken over. It's become a headquarters.
I like at those words, I just turn my head slowly and look at Rami.
And Rami kind of like you see, look around, and Rami is pale. The color has left her cheeks. Normally she's kind of. I don't think we ever discussed because she's a half orc, right?
Yeah, she's kind of got like a brownish with like some green tint to her skin.
Yeah. So the color has like just left her skin. She is very sallow looking, and her eyes are just just welling up with tears. And
I will just very quietly like reach and like grab her hand and squeeze it. Headquarters for the demons?
Everything from all of these other planes. They're making factories, they're raising an army, or they've raised an army. I don't think they're just here to burn everything to the ground. I think they want to take over whatever the Mistmother created.
That's not good. Did how did you find this out?
Jaegerhorn's partner was an Ayla. Was forced into whatever form of labor. I don't know if it's camps or something that was there, but intelligence reached Jaegerhorn before they died in an attempted revolt.
Oh no. Okay. What's our situation here?
Other than we need to leave.
Yeah, like how exactly how many did we lose? What's broken? What can we fix? What?
You had 45 crewmen hired.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had about 18 people that came over with Rami. Of those, 15 people out of that number are dead. There is about a quarter of remaining are seriously injured, but with magic, they'll be able to get back up. Restoration spells, etc., etc. They'll be up within a day. The rest of them are literally patching the ship back together as best they can, as fast as they can, or tending to wounded or anything else like that. There is one other person on the ship. He is a grave cleric, not high level. He's actually the medic on the ship. He has blown all of his third level spells, all the way up to his third level spells, on Spare the Dying. So he's got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can do 12 of them. He could spare the dying on 12 of the crewmen. Or he has the ability to hold them for spare the dying holds them for 24 hours. There's another one that will keep them
Let's
longer.
spare the
Rest.
dying keeps them from dying.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
gentle
dying.
repose
Gentle
is the one
repose is
that
what I'm
keeps them
thinking of.
from. Yeah, gentle
Sorry.
repose keeps them from decomposing, so that you can revive them.
But that doesn't. Yeah.
But that's
But
much
if we
higher
don't have
level
the
spell, too.
materials to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if we don't
Yeah,
have the
gentle
materials
repose is
to
a first
revive,
level.
then
Spare the dying is a cantrip.
Actually, general repose is the second level.
Second level.
So he wouldn't be able to do anything. So he can probably do 1, 2, 3. He can do 8. But it only lasts for 10 days. But it does allow the raise dead spell to be used.
yeah, but that doesn't raise them as themselves.
Yeah, that raises them as
This is my
zombies.
undead. Yeah.
undead.
I have that.
Oh, sorry, not raise dead.
Resurrection. Or not resurrection.
But
Revivify.
Revivify.
But we don't have the materials for Revivify right now.
You're in a big city. You could probably find it.
Find it. Yeah.
Do we have the we do have the money.
Yes,
for that.
we
Have the
do.
money.
Never ask that in this party.
But would anyone sell to us at this point?
To get us out of here, probably.
to get us out
Yeah.
faster.
So he would have blown every single spell slot he could to do that. So
Okay. I will I will look at Rami again. You might want to go check on your people.
Rami says, I'm going to come back with the news. I am going to formally resign my commission.
What?
She kind of chuckles. She's like, I was only staying in to get back to Ayla. Try and find them. She says,
If you don't know, they might still be alive. They could have gotten away.
I know. But if I don't resign my commission, I can't come with you guys.
Understood.
And I think if I understand what's happening even in a small way, that wherever you guys are going is going to be just as important as any battles we fight.
Okay. We will wait for you. We don't really have much choice.
It won't take me long. I had already talked to my captain about it. And he expects it, I think, at this point, especially with everything that has happened.
Okay. Okay. And I will hesitate for a moment, and then I'm just gonna give her a hug.
She
Figure this out.
Rami's always been physically strong. You know, it's one of her traits. Not not like 18, but she's been.
Yeah.
She's always been very, because she worked as a smith. So,
Yeah, she's definitely stronger than Val.
She swings a hammer on a regular basis. She's got arms, and shoulders, and so, but she puts some effort into the return hug. And for just a few moments, she breaks down and openly sobs onto your shoulder. And then you feel her, like, she releases for just a second, everything relaxes, and she's almost like leaning on you. And then she just draws a huge shuddering breath in, and you feel her just like take her own weight back. And she kind of like stands up to her full height, and she looks over at you, Utopia, and she says, I don't have access to a skiff right now. May I? I'll send him back.
Of course. However he can help.
The horse comes over and it's like, God, I forgot his name.
Sappho.
Sappho comes over and just starts nudging Rami, and
Yeah.
she kind of just like pets his mane, and she says, I'll send him right back. I'm just going over to the ship.
It's no problem. Just get back, okay, please.
I will. I'll be able to take a skiff back, I think.
Okay.
So she goes. You see, Sappho just takes off and flies across. As you guys are standing there, one of the large guy who came up and was carrying the young man up from below decks, he comes walking up to you guys, and he says, "The power cores are intact. Most of the cabling can be patched. We can get power to everything that needs to be done. The lift engines were unaffected, so we still have lift everywhere. The only reason the deck tilted was because we were actually hit by one of the rocks. So there's just a sheer weight of the stone rolled us." He says, we found out that we lost at least 3 more people who fell overboard when that happened. He says, so I don't think there's anything that can be done for them other than we'll send a barge down to try and recover them so we can give them a proper burial at sea.
Fair enough.
He says, I've got repair details set up for the remaining men who are still sound. With everything else we've got going on, we're going to be very short-handed, but I would like to go into town if you would let me. He's one of the local people that came with that kid who got hired. And he says, I know that there is going to be a lot of people who are going to be angry. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to blame you all. They're going to understand what this was. And I know there's going to be a lot of men who are going to want payback.
Make it so.
Yeah, we need all the help we can get.
It's like, I will get as many people together, and I'll get them back here by dawn.
Sounds good. You do what you can.
He looks at all of you. I don't know you at all. I got hired to do a job. But whoever this is, up until now, it's been Ayla. It's been Ayla's problem. But now,
Yeah.
they brought it home.
That they did.
This has never been just Ayla's problem. People higher up just didn't want to cause panic, so they didn't tell anyone.
Also true.
He half shrugs, and he says, "I understand that." He says, "And I may even, on some small part, understand why they would want to do that." He says, "But the key to all this is all these people who just lost businesses, families, friends. They're going to understand that this problem is not going away.
No.
And they now know that it has the ability to reach them no matter where they are."
I'm gonna reach across. I'm gonna clasp him by his shoulder. And we're gonna make sure that all those people did not lose their lives for nothing. We're gonna make them count, and we're going to make the people who did this pay.
He says, He says, I'm gonna head in. He says, like, if I can't find enough people, I will make sure that I get as many as I can.
As you were then.
He nods, and he says, he takes off.
I'm going to turn around and catch eyes with Drake. Number one, report.
How much do you know?
Utopia gave me a pretty decent breakdown of what happened. The mirror screen, the Jaegerhorn in the council, 24 hours. And then I kind of gesture towards the deck with the bodies. This is kind of obvious. What information am I missing?
You already know casualties. 15 confirmed dead, 10 of which have been preserved. 3 missing. More than likely thrown off the side of the ship. Fell to their deaths. If they survived, it's either a miracle. If they got tricks up their sleeve, we don't know about. We think we know what the cause was, what they used as a beacon. That magic mirror hidden away. They
I
used
want
it
that
as a
thing
beacon.
off my ship.
Already on it.
Anything else?
The council, I'm sure you've already been told that the council wants us all gone.
Yeah.
Jaegerhorn bought us time.
Which I'm grateful for.
I hoped I'd never have to see something like this again, except now it's everywhere.
I had hoped that I would never have to see anything like this in the first place, but we don't get to choose what happens to or around us, unfortunately.
Well, it's a fucked up sense of humor, but welcome to my life.
Let's see about making it all better. Where are we on repairs?
Well, we were starting to actually make headway on things and get some things done. The engineer that we previously had before he passed had a way to rig all the weapons so they could at least fire in tandem. Less need for gunners, but pretty sure that plan is out the window now. We're undercrewed.
Which our friend
Don't
there
have the
is.
supplies at the most.
Sounds like our medic is trying to. Our medic is going to try to remedy the crew situation. Try being the key word.
At this point, we're going to need a fucking miracle. Everything we face is stronger than us, powers beyond our comprehension, and they are practically immortal too, from what we've learned.
Well, we've faced so-called immortal things before. This I know is different. And I'm going to put my hand on your shoulder, Drake, and I'm going to look you dead in your eyes. And you'll see both there's this seething anger that is blanketed by resolve, and a mix of resolve and wary optimism. I don't know that this will be an easy task for us. If I'm being completely honest and realistic, it's going to be damn near impossible. But it's the damn near that gives me hope. It means we're not completely out of our depth. We're a bit out of our depth, but not completely. Going to do what needs to be done. We're going to save as many as we can. At this point, it's the best we can do. We're going to do our damned best. I need to know that you're still with me, though.
10 years.
7?
10 years.
10 years. Are you pledging 10 years
No.
to me? Because that's awkward,
10
man.
years is
I mean,
10 years is how long I've been. You're just gonna show the marks on his arm.
you've been cheating death for 10 years.
I have no intention of starting now because of these. And he's gonna show marks on the other arm that are much more numerous.
But does that arm hold a different meaning than the other one? I need context.
The lives of those who couldn't make it.
So it's not just your own near deaths that you mark. I see.
The ones that should have had lives that they were robbed of.
I'm going to draw in closer to you, Drake. We are going to avenge them all.
It's not just about vengeance.
No, it's not. It's about justice. It's about vengeance. It's about survival. It's about a lot of things. All simple things, but together fairly complex. I will repeat my question to you, number one. Are you with me?
We're gonna stop this. Can't imagine any other place I'd rather be.
Give him kind of a lopsided grin.
Besides, I highly doubt you could find anyone else who could fly this thing or navigate at the same time.
Probably not, no. I'm sure Remy would try her best, but I don't think she's a pilot. Where's Callie?
She was helping to tend to the dead and make their deaths a bit more
Callie's in the background just cleaning dead bodies.
No, for real.
presentable.
She's playing with the bodies because she's a weirdo.
She's deciding which one's gonna be a Timmy.
Yeah.
No, it's too late for Timmy. I have to animate dead on them now.
Wow.
Lex is getting patched up. She and Callie and some of the others got hit hard by that. I got lucky.
Okay.
Let me see.
Keep me posted on Lex. I'm gonna go check on Callie. I'm gonna give your shoulder a squeeze. And this to the end. Whatever end that is.
Let's just hope that what is chosen to done to Ayla isn't a more extreme version of what happened to Kyrell.
Aeon would never let us hear the end of it. And I'm gonna walk away and head towards Callie.
I can make up to 9 undead servants. That would be disrespectful.
Is that literally what you say as Val walks up to you?
I'm like sitting there with my fingers, like, I can't do that.
Please don't do that.
Oh, hi, you're back.
Hi. Hi, how are you doing? I hear you got banged up a little bit.
Yeah, there's just a little bit. I put some mud on it that I found in the street, and I think I'll be okay.
How badly?
I mean, I'm still walking around. I didn't break anything. It's just cuts and bruises. It's fine.
Do you need some healing?
Not as much as everybody else does.
There's a lot of folk here need healing, and we'll get to that. We want to make sure that you're okay as well.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine. I can take care of myself. I'm strong.
We know you're a badass.
Only sometimes.
We've watched you. You might be a little bit inexperienced, but when you get going, you're a badass.
I don't think anybody's ever said that to me.
Oh, we're
Okay.
glad to be the first.
Do we got everybody?
Remy is going into the city to resign her commission so that she can come with us. The medic is also gone into the city to see if he can't recruit some more people to join us.
Oh yeah, I suppose we have a few empty spaces now.
We've got quite a few empty spaces now.
How are we supposed to know which ones we leave here and which ones we return to other places? I don't know where these people are from.
Neither do we. It's Remy knows some of them, I'm sure. I'm sure Remy will be able to help us with those details when she returns.
Okay. Well, they should be all cleaned up and ready to go. And I'm sure we can store the ones that we need to take places.
I'm sure we can. Trying to see if I have speak with the dead. I thought I did. I do. We could, within those we don't know, we can ask, I suppose.
Or how they would like to be interred. Because different
Yeah.
people have different things. And not everybody writes down a plan for what should be done with their bodies after they die.
It really is a shame.
Do you have a plan?
I do. Well, we do.
Make sure you have it written down somewhere or tell somebody.
We will make sure to do that.
It's kind of like a will, but you're not giving up your stuff.
Yeah. Well, our body counts as stuff, I guess. Stuff.
Your body is stuff.
Yeah.
Although I've never had anybody give their body to somebody else.
Oh, you've never met a necromancer professor, have you?
No, we didn't have professors. Mostly we were farmers.
Ah. Well, technically, I guess we don't either anymore. At least not Nayla.
Necromancy is fun, though.
I'm told. And I kind of sit there for a moment. And I'm just going to hug Callie. Just...
This is nice. I like hugs. And you'll just
Glad
see
you're
like
all right.
3 or 4 little like white little poofy gnocchi mushrooms like pop up on your shoulder.
Are these edible?
They are. They're really good if you stir fry them with just like a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil. They get a little crispy, but they still kind of chewy on the inside.
Are these okay raw though? Could we just
I suppose, yeah.
gonna pop one off of my shoulder and try one?
I don't know what they taste like uncooked, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I don't either. Like the only
I'll
time
assume
I've
that
had
it's like
gnocchi,
very kind of spongy.
Oh,
yeah, they're probably just like super dense, like tofu, like just seared tofu with that little bit of skin to it.
Interesting.
So basically, almost like eating slightly wet styrofoam. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fair. That sounds fair. Or like Jello when it gets too dense.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Like if you've left it out for a little.
So, you guys,
Kind of chewy.
Utopia, what have you been doing?
Yeah, maybe we'll fry him next time.
Trying to help with like the heavy lifting.
Yep.
As much as possible. Yeah, probably that. Not super talkative right now. Just
Okay.
kind of devastated. You know, it's fine.
It's
no,
fine.
I get it completely.
What's
Absolutely.
another trauma? Just put it in the bag with the rest of them. It's
It's
fine.
Trauma Tuesday. No.
Fine.
Trauma Tuesday.
So you've been helping out. Camille has been also helping out. Mainly, she's she was tending to the wounded a lot, trying to help the medic out with tending to the wounded and getting everyone situated. Once that was kind of set aside and taken care of, and everyone who is able to be helped has been helped, she basically started just like helping with any of the stuff that it was just something that she could do, like like restringing some of the power, the control wires and stuff like that, just general stuff that she could do. She starts helping that out as well. As you're sitting there and she's been doing that, you've been like helping do some of the bigger repairs where they need more bodies to to actually be able to prop things up, hold them up, be able to tack things back into place. And Val, I'm assuming you're throwing in, and Callie, I don't know
Absolutely.
what Callie will be doing during the repairs.
I mean, she still has like her druid craft, so she'd probably be trying to help like make scaffolding or like bridge gaps until we can put up something permanently.
Got it. And Drake, I'm assuming that since there's one mast down, you're probably supervising the tops and trying to get everything set back up. There is literally extra masts on a ship, because the mast going down is not uncommon.
Yep.
So there's usually at least 1 to 2 replacement masts that are stored on the ship itself, usually strapped to the outside of the ship, to be honest. And so you snatch one of those, and you guys are trying to rig that up. But of course, with all the cabling that goes into a sail, it takes a while to do that. So that's going to occupy a lot of your time.
Yeah,
So-
he is working hard and fast, helping to direct, just keeping things moving.
Mm-hmm.
One thing he will do before he kind of like breaks off from everyone and gets back to it is he's just going to just set up the psychic link to everyone. That way it's easier to communicate if somebody needs something.
Mm-hmm.
So that if the captain needs him, if Utopia or Callie or any of theirs suddenly like need help with something and they can spare people, you can just tell people, you go to this area, just kind of help better direct.
Legit.
After you guys, and this goes on for several hours as you guys are doing everything you can to get this ship ready. It's getting on dusk, full dusk. It's actually getting dark. People are starting to bring out lights to keep working by. There is the sound of someone coming up the gangplank. There's no real watch posted because no one's had time to even think about it. So as you hear this movement coming to the gangplank, and it's kind of an odd. It's like a drag and a thump and then a step, and then a drag and a thump and a step. And as you kind of look over this, you see this hooded figure coming up the gangplank, and they're obviously leaning very heavily on an old cane that looks like it was made out of just gnarled wood. And their right leg, whenever they take a step with their left leg, they plump down the cane, they lean out heavily, and they literally have to drag their right leg up behind them. But then they rest weight on it when they move the cane again, but then it's the same process. So they are making a very slow movement up the gangplank. They're basically near the top when you finally notice them. As they get up there, the figure reaches up one hand and pulls back its cloak, and you see the face of... Oh, and this figure was short. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that as well. You see the face of what looks to be a dwarf. They have a horrible scar across the left side of their face. Their eye is milky white. The scar goes right across the eye socket, but the eye is still there, but it's obviously been heavily damaged. They are wearing gold and silvered armor underneath the large cloak that they're wearing over it. You can see that on their hip there is a mace dangling down on one side, and there's a book on a chain off their other hip. They have a backpack on, and as they come walking up, leaning on, the cane heavily, as they come walking up to you, they say, and this voice comes out of them, very deep, and but melodic, and it says, "Is the captain present?"
And I will turn around. We're the captain.
And they nod to you deeply, and he says, "I understand that you have had a large number of casualties.
That's correct.
I was informed by a young man that I met in the city as I was making my way here that he was able to save several of them, putting them in a state where they could possibly be brought back."
Yes, that's true.
It is well then that I found him. And he's kind of like says, "Are these those who have passed?" And he's gesturing to the bodies.
They are.
No one's even had time to think about doing any type of services or anything.
No.
And he walks over and he's looking down at them, and he says, "There is nothing I can do for these." And he gestures to the ones who they couldn't get an actual gentle repose spell cast on. He says, "But I will have them taken to the temple, and if you have their names, we will have their families notified."
Appreciate it.
Yeah, he goes to the others, and he's like, "I cannot bring them all back now." He says, "I can, however, bring them back over time."
Okay. How much time?
It will
Would you
probably
need?
It would take me several days to be able to bring them all back. The spell necessary is it has a long time is taken to cast it. And it is a powerful spell, but it also requires powerful regnants.
Okay. Well, we have to be out of here basically tomorrow. Unless you're planning to leave with us.
And he kind of looks at you and he says, "I am..." And he looks at you, he lifts up his head and looks you dead in the eyes, and he says, "I am Jaegerhorn's father-in-law."
Oh. Then let me be, I'm sure, not the first to give you my condolences for your loss.
And he nods once, and he says, "He was a good boy, and he did what needed to be done to help others. And I know that whatever happens, he will be proven that his sacrifice has meaning."
We will make certain of that.
And he says, and he kind of starts walking over, and he says, "Is there anyone that you need more than others?"
I will message Drake via the psychic link. Number one, if you could get down here for a moment.
En route, and they just sees like a slight, ever so slight whistle as a barely visible, almost like violet blue blade hits the deck right beside Val, and just immediately just right there.
This is Drake.
He says, "I am Potter."
Potter, this is my second in command, Drake. He'll be able to help you determine which people need to be resurrected first.
He says, Potter looks at you and he says, I will take several days, as I said,
Of course.
at which time, if you do not have the means to send me back to where I need to be, you may leave me at the nearest port of call, and I will be taken home as soon as possible.
We appreciate your assistance. And in mental link to Drake, I will go, careful with this one. This is Jägerhorn's father-in-law.
And we've confirmed this information.
Can I insight check the
Absolutely.
gentleman, Potter?
Make that for
Absolutely.
2, because
Make that for
Drake
2.
does not trust anyone that he does not know.
Alright, we're back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Afu again. I apologize. Streamlabs locked up and crashed when we were switching screens, but what were the rolls again, guys?
A 23 and a 24.
23
Yeah.
24. So obviously, definitely high enough to get a good dissertation on a good understanding of what he is. And there is a long seer brief to them, but they do, if they're lying about being a person's son-in-law and the father now deceased partner, then they are probably the greatest liar you have ever met.
And just to be on the safe side, then I'm going to cast Sending and target Jägerhorn. And we'll say, just met Mr. Potter. Will be coming along with us for a couple of, or a few days. Voluntarily, of course.
And he says, you get a reply back, and there is volunteer to come help. There is definitely more that I could. There is definitely, and he going to be an asset right now.
Screw it. Theatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the vibes.
And while I don't say any words, I will do my best to send feelings of appreciation instead.
And Potter looks at you.
Yes, Jägerhorn is, and we are grateful for your help.
Everything.
We thank you for it.
I will say I have all the I need. I have spell is.
Good rumors.
Takes a time and 500. Does
Right.
he says, I had 4. Did not have time to go, but I did send my nephew home to supply us. They will have that information. Hour. You like the space? Should not be a problem.
Given the current state, though,
You have the means of acquiring.
yes, we do.
I will be able to. They give me the information. I'll let them know they can go ahead and start arranging. Have them.
Thank you.
Just mentally to Val, it's like, if we ever need this in the future and people don't want to be so forthcoming, just let me know. I can slip in and out and get what we need. No one will even know I was there.
Good to know. Let's save that as a last resort.
Let's go ahead. We've gone a little bit longer than I wanted to, but we have that little technical snafu. Let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we will go ahead and get something and take a bathroom breaks and stuff like that. We will be back in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much.
Yes. Ooh, refill my water. Time.
technically live. I'm checking it now.
I see us.
We're
I see it
here.
on
Yeah.
Twitch.
We're here. It's somewhat stable. I think.
Don't jinx it.
Facebook, the YouTube still hasn't come up yet.
Don't let it hear you.
The Facebook is maybe not. Shit. Twitch, we're live though. Twitch, we're live.
Yeah.
But everything
Huh,
else, I
Weird.
don't know.
Okay.
Okay, Facebook's just on a really long delay. Okay, Facebook's
Okay.
live. Okay. Oh my god.
Phew.
I don't think I like multi-streaming.
No.
The stress.
No.
It scares me.
It's so much.
Okay, so hi everybody. Back. Alright. So where do we leave off?
Where we left off.
We can pay for diamonds.
Oh, diamonds.
Yes. We
Yes.
Because we have money.
Money.
So he begins. It's each time the spell is cast, it takes 1 hour. So he begins preparing the first rites with the body. Who are you going to tell him needs to be resurrected?
Can we do our buddy?
the child.
Considering they're going to know
We do our buddy.
what to
please.
work on first in order to get more things done, their first priority, they'll also know more of the crew that came with them to know who else is going to be of better use to us. So that one first.
What was his name?
And this is why we don't have to remember shit, because I'm gonna find it.
That
'Cause
is
it is-
good
it's
because I'm
been-
going through my notes in
That's
order
my
to try
girl.
to find it.
Because it's
and
been weeks. It's not just that we're assholes. It's been a while.
That is good because I'm going through my notes trying to find it right now.
Yes.
I
Also,
did not
we're
put it in
this
my
much
notes.
closer to session 69. This is session 61. We're so close.
My
Is
number.
it
So
61?
probably
That
in-
says 60.
Oh God! If we
My-
if we
my
have
numbers
episode
is off by one.
69 close to if we have episode 69 close to freaking Valentine's Day, it's gonna be wild.
That'll be so good.
Let's call it the botchery episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna botch it.
And to honor
Evan.
ADH Adventures, we will have,
Evan.
Evan.
that's right. We will have a bathhouse scene.
Nice.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's gonna
Oh,
be great.
no.
This is
The
gonna be
Hot
great.
Springs
We're
no
gonna,
idea
episode.
what you're
The
signing
Hot
up
Springs
for.
episode.
we're gonna
You have
hot
no
spring
idea what you're
episode it.
signing-
I
you
can't
have
wait. That's
no
always my
idea what
favorite
you're
anime
signing up
episode.
for that. You have no idea.
We're not bringing a bear this time. It's fine.
Or
We're bringing
oh, that
food.
might be worse.
Oh boy.
How many episodes are we away? We're at 61, right?
Yeah, we're at 61.
8 episodes. Countdown.
Oh, 1, 2,
Might make it
4, 5, 6.
because we're not gonna have any more episodes of Kingdom.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which means episode 69 will be on February 22nd.
Right after.
Oh,
Close
we
enough.
missed it by that much.
Close enough.
Close enough. You still do bathhouse scene in that episode. Bathhouse episode. I'm down.
Athers? What?
This is gonna be
Alright.
good.
So, you guys point, and he begins utilizing the spell. Prepare the ritual. As I said, it takes an hour to. So this is not going to happen quickly. What are you guys gonna be at? Prayers and try possible.
Yeah.
Back to work.
So as you working, get as much as possible. The thing parent are first thing that's that the still skyworthy. There is the damage is mainly structure where it hit, and the meteor hit like kind of midship. There is a lot of cannons on that side that are out. trying to figure out how you were. That would be basically the right.
Starboard.
Starboard? Yeah. Starboard
Best way to
side-
remember it. Left has 4 letters, so does port.
Oh, there you go. So the
I like
starboard
that.
side has a lot of the gun. There's 3 gun decks on the ship, and so a lot of the gun decks took much. Majority of the that was there was all, yeah, and so because it kind of went through at an angle, top decks and then down through the gun. That's also where it caused it to roll over sideways, and where fell from. It was actually really kind of at a scale available because there was not that many people on deck. In fact, the gentlemen who actually fell were actually below decks, and they fell out when as the impacted and rolled, because standing around below decks, you don't expect your entire ship to hit you over and then you fall through the wall. Yeah, there was a lot of chaos caused those losses, but you also have the fact that you lost decks of pretty much, but that leaves you that one side only. Everything else terrible, and like you said, like I was saying, literally now bad enough. They did get you supplies though. Get from those came in already. The larder is stocked. I think literally the right now is bodies to man.
And to get as much of the weapons fixed as possible, just in case the worst happens, which probably will.
Yeah, and with all the guns that are damaged and everything like that, you can definitely existing guns to patch together the one. Existing guns get patched together with parts of the ones that are not salvageable.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only problem with the crystal setup is that impact a crystal too hard and it's shattered, no matter how big it is. The good part is it can withstand a lot of magical energy, so firing forever, whereas a cannon will overheat.
Yeah.
So, you guys continue working. After about hours, you guys are working, and actually, Drake, you're up in the tops, and you see Evan is trying to walk around on deck.
Sorry.
He is pretty much like he's telling people what to do and he's advising them, but he's fashioned one of the broken planks into like a crutch, and he's still like covered in his own bride blood. You know what I mean? And his clothes are still torn up for when he was bashed, and he looks like hell. But he is like still like telling them, no, you need to patch that to that, because if you don't, the energy is going to come through and literally burn out this entire panel. Won't have any thrust on that engine. He's just like, he's literally just sitting there telling people what to do. And these are people who are not engineers, and because he is so beaten up, he cannot like crouch down to do anything, or he literally has to lean on something at all times. But he is trying to get people. So, and he's just being the brains for the operation. But every single time and you can see like half of his face is still swollen up, like the impacts and everything like that. So he may be alive, but it looks like a strong breeze could kill him right now.
Oof.
It's like
Okay.
just making my way back down, just like Val, We got Evan back up, but he could honestly use some support. Is there any
Yeah.
other healers we have on board that might be able to render him something?
Well, we know of at least one, and we walk up to point me in the direction we've never met this kid.
I'll come down to introduce you. So right next to Evan, you just hear that little whiz. Something hit the deck. Drake's right there.
He's hobbling so slowly that it hits the deck and he kind of starts. And by the time he manages to hobble around to turn around, you've been there for a bit.
Like, take it easy.
Oh, sorry, sir. And he, and there's like blood coming out of one nostril. One of his eyes is still like the eye on the side of his body that was smashed is still like all. There's burst blood vessels all in the eye and everything like that. And he's kind of looks at you and and he's missing some teeth.
Mm.
And he kind of half grins at you and he says, yeah, there's a lot to need.
Not resurrection. Oh wait, no, it's true resurrection that brings them back.
Resurrection brings them back. Raised Dead brings them back with 1 hit point. And if they lost any body parts, cannot be
It does
found,
not bring it back.
does not bring it back. All the teeth got knocked out of his head, they're gone.
He's gonna help him over to one of the crates. It's like it's not that often somebody actually makes it back from the land of the dead. It's good to see you're still up.
And it looks at you and he's like, want to know what heaven looks like?
Not really.
Good, because I didn't see nothing but and he kind of
Understandable.
chuckles.
I'm getting someone up here to get you some additional help to get you back up on your feet. You don't look like you're slowing down anytime soon, nor do I blame you. I'd be in the same been in the same position as you multiple times. I don't wish it on anyone. Help's on the way.
Can we move a little bit higher that thing? Kill us.
No problem. Come on.
We're
just gonna kinda
so
like-
you can sit there and still supervise.
Yep.
And I'll start to walk up. I'll see you, Drake, and we'll start to walk up.
You see he's about 5'10" like on a good day. Thin guy, dark hair. Face is just a model of and like swollen, and the whole right side of his body is swollen up. And the reason he's using a crutch is like his leg is probably sore than fuck, and know that it may have knitted some of the bones together, but whatever they did to him did not get him back to peak health. You had to estimate he looks like he's sitting at 1 hit point.
Okay. I'll walk up and we'll give the kid a once over. Like no emotion on the face. Drake will hear me just say "God damn" in the mental chat, but out loud, Val will say, "Is this our genius?"
He is.
And I'll extend a hand to Evan. Heard a lot about you, Captain Valokal.
It's a Nas, is it Captain? Sorry, I can't stand.
Don't worry about that right now. You've been through a shit ton, from what I understand. Literally.
Apparently, I was dead.
Yeah, that's been going around lately. And as I take his hand, I'm gonna cast Cure Serious Wounds at 7th level, and that will yield. Roll the dice, damn it!
The dice.
There we go. Uh, 24 hit points.
That his face color comes rushing back into his face. Here's several snaps and clicks as bones that were probably not the best knit suddenly snap into place. draws in a. He's like, okay. Ed?
Probably should have warned you that was coming.
He says, I don't know what that felt really. Didn't really hurt. Felt really.
How are you feeling, young man? How does he look as a
The
result?
swelling is very reduced. There's no hemorrhaging in the eye anymore. You can see that he's standing up and he's testing his leg now.
Mhm.
The leg is taking weight, and he kind of looks around like, he kind of moves his fingers. My right arm. Kind of reaches, he's touching his face. And he's like, "Hi, slight bit better."
All right, let's see if we can't improve on that. And like still holding on to his hand, I'm going to cast it again at 6th level. I want him back up to full.
Well,
We're gonna buff him. We're buffing Evan.
That's 28
oh
points
yeah,
of
no,
healing.
he's at full now. All the rest of the wounds the minor wounds that he has, and all the rest of the bruising fates, and he kind of looks around. He's kind of looking down at himself, like, I appreciate the set. Have more.
I've got a little bit more of this in me. I wouldn't worry.
He looks past you because you kind of like step between him and the guys working on the board. He's like, no, look, I'm okay now. I'm gonna take care of this. But he's like, points to two of them. You seem to be getting it, so sit here and watch me. I'm gonna need you guys to help out.
Okay.
So you guys watch me. I'm gonna show you how to wire this, and then you're gonna go look for these panels all across and make sure they match what I do. Excuse me, Captain. Like, thank you.
You got it. Take it easy. Don't overwork yourself, okay?
He kind of looks around the ship and he kind of starts laughing.
I know.
And if you need anything, just find me or holler. I have my ways of letting people know information very quickly.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you with us, Evan.
Be back, sir.
As you were.
All right, he goes right back. He kneels down. You see there was like 3 guys that were working on it. The third guy sticks around. But the other 2 guys are watching intently as he's like showing them the panels and he's explaining why each cable needs a, and he breaks it all out. And he whereas they were fumbling with it and trying to get it to fix with sets of hands in there, he quickly everything into place, and then he explains what each set is to them and why it needs to go where it goes. And he says, and he's like, "Oh, memorize this. Like, go around. You know where all these panels are. You've seen it before. Make sure every single wired just like this. If any have broken cables, like repair the cable before you rewire it. Check the wiring. You're gonna be having to test the engine quick. None of these can be wrong." The other 2 guys kind of nod, and the third guy kind of looks at him sheepishly, and he's like, "I think I've got it. All right, we'll stick with one of them until you know you've got it, and check the other." And he starts marching off below decks.
We turn to Drake. We like him.
He knows his way around He knows his way around the place. That's for certain.
Absolutely.
Started
does.
out just an apprentice. Came here before he'd been fully done. But he knows a lot, and the situation has given him the opportunity to grow past it.
Good. That's what we like. All right. I know you've got a good eye's view on everything. What do you make of our situation?
We'll be able to at least get skyward. My biggest fear is once we actually get out there. If they were able to do the attack like that the moment they saw an opportunity, that means they've got eyes on us now, or a way to monitor us, or something. And I don't know how. Maybe it was the sheet. I have no idea. Problem is, the moment we get outside of range of this planetoid, we're going to be open in the open. They're probably waiting for us.
Well, what's that saying? Step into the ocean, become part of the food chain?
Yeah. I've got an idea, though.
I would love to hear it.
All pirates have a code. All pirates have a code. There's certain things we don't. They don't do. One thing is, if certain flags are flown, shows a willingness to talk, to meet, to
Parlay.
Precisely. In order to do that, we're going to need to fly a flag of our own. Considering the ship, considering what I know, I might have a symbol in mind.
And that would be...
He's going to pull out of the hilt one they might recognize. He's just going to bring out the rapier and show the basket part of the hilt. What looks like a bird's skull with a crossed blade and a crossed wrench. But the weird thing about the bird's skull is it's got the two eye sockets, and then it looks like it has a third right in the middle.
We take it that this is a symbol of some repute.
Where I'm from, yes.
And this would be...
My mother's.
Sorry, Val, you can make me a history check to see if you recognize it.
I would love to do that. I am partially trained in that.
Do you have you have the Jack of all trades ability, right?
I do.
Is it not adding it?
I don't know that it is. Let
I was
me
gonna say, what is your intelligence is a plus what?
It's a +1.
+1? Okay, so okay, I think it is adding it in that case.
Yeah,
You have a
I
+3,
rolled
right?
a, what was that, an 8. Yeah.
Ugh. Actually, you know what? You know what?
Well, 3 is my history score altogether. So if it's adding
Try that again.
+2 to that.
Try that again. Try that again.
Okay. Alrighty. Trying it again.
I swear to God, if you roll lower, I swear to God, don't you fucking dare.
Yeah, I dared.
Oh my god.
Love it.
Wow. Yeah, you did. Really did.
Sure did. Sure did.
That was kind of amazing.
Yeah, it
I
was.
shouldn't have said shit. I shouldn't have said shit.
You shouldn't have. No.
You're not tempted.
God damn it.
All right, so
Damn
yeah,
it.
you do not recognize or what it's pertaining to.
So I will just kind of stare at Drake for a moment. Are you telling us that your mother was a pirate?
One of the best in her area. She and a few others helped protect the small planetoid where I grew up. Out there
So-
on the outer edges.
So a good pirate.
Well, according to the Navy, there are no such good things. Most of the ones out there, they don't actively go out targeting, pillaging, and plundering like everyone claims.
Well,
They
you
take
and I.
what they need, only kill if they have no other choice.
Well, you and we know both all know that half of what the government says is propaganda anyway.
And in all honesty, there's a reason I said what I said earlier. What happened to Ayla? Exactly what the Navy did to my city. They came, they took over, they brought in their own people, and left the natives to suffer. And then you were treated as less than human in many cases.
Well, that gives us ample reason to well, we already had enough reason to not let that happen here. But you've just given us more reason.
There's a reason that a lot of those random acts, at least when they were brought up, they seem random. Jaegerhorn said they were just a drop in the bucket, nothing big to impact the Navy, but it's not the Navy I was aiming for. It was the Admiral's personal affairs I was targeting. Anything and everything I could do to take whatever he was gaining and break it. Make the place no longer profitable.
So you were actively attacking the Navy.
More or less. Not
Okay.
that they can prove it.
Still, information like that is good to know. We knew that you had quite a bit of animosity towards the Navy. Didn't know that you were taking action actively.
Sabotage, blackmail. There's an entire list of alleged crimes that I've done.
Allegedly.
None of which can be proven, thankfully.
All right. Well, knowing that such a list exists is one thing. The less I know about what that list entails is probably the better.
Well, you've seen most of my work. It's
Yes,
very
we
easy
have.
to see that and immediately blame me for all these things that happen, even if there is no proof.
Well, so long as you sail with us, you have a what's the term? Plausible deniability?
Can't really turn on that.
No, you can't.
And, well, the way I see it as well, if we can get rid of some demonic invaders, maybe I'll finally have the leverage I need to get at a certain target.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
We'll do whatever we can to help you, Drake. You can count on that.
Oh, I've been giving it some thought, and priorities have changed. I don't want him dead. I want him to suffer for every man, woman, and child he's put into hardship and pain.
That we can definitely manage, I think. What we think.
And let's give the demons what for. Give them the same punishment.
Now give them kind of a like a brotherly fist to the chest, and we absolutely will.
Which brings up one request.
Speak it.
Technically two-part. If we want to fly a flag to make them less likely to attack. I wish to fly hers, but that's not the only thing I wish. I know how to use it, but not super well. They're just going to literally draw the blade. I want to learn how to better use this. As far as I've seen, you're the only one I've seen who uses a weapon like this, at least in the group.
We have some training. We can definitely help you with that. That would be our pleasure.
I look forward to it.
Indeed. Right, I'm gonna go check on the rest of the crew. Keep us posted.
Of course. I'll let you know if anything comes up, and considering the old man kind of just walked up on the ship, I'm going to see if I can't also keep an eye out. Don't want any surprises.
Yeah. And we're gonna go look for Utopia.
While you're going to go look for Utopia, when Val walks off and Drake, you go back up to as you're climbing up in and you get up to find the spot where you left off, where you were checking wire and making sure up. As you get up there, feel a touch or mind, and you hear much I can say at this that happened.
You don't need to.
Is I can give all of you. As carry with you. I have gained enough power to I can items energy. At the last vestige of my time, or sorry, at the last vestiges of night, my time is coming. Dawn rising. I need to assemble and bring items.
I'll let the others know.
Lady of as a wolf. No longer now a triumvirate. They tried to break us by separating us. Instead of
The council does more than a king.
I was just there's no longer just a now they're
Let's go. I love it.
now that we are understanding that we can redeem the Lady of Justice. Free her. We can take back.
Now we're talking. Finally.
Tyrells. But be ready. Next phase. Correcting.
We'll need to strengthen ourselves first if we go in as we are now.
Surely die.
We won't
I
make it.
have the knowledge gifted to me, able to impart and share. I can find targets that align with you. Direct you.
Enabling us to weaken their lieutenants, their captains. That could work.
Chains of stabilization.
Something I know all about.
There is one other thing. The wound body of the Mistmother, they will not. But have come to an understanding that maybe each one of those realms that each one of these planets we're after holds those realms.
And the enemy of our enemy is our friend.
Can have to. And we
I was wrong before. You were right when you said our ideals aligned. I was just too angry and too indignant to see it.
feel a very cool. There was no. Feel a very cool. Almost like trying to. Anger as a. Quench your anger. Allow it. Come that.
I've been focusing all my negative emotions into tools for years, and he's gonna just summon that blade into his hand. All the anger, all that rage, disdain, fear into a sharp edge. I've only ever used it as a weapon for myself. I thought I'd seen the end of it. After seeing this, seeing it happening everywhere, I can't just do nothing. Not again.
When it comes to others here, they are all able to make their own. When it comes to the creatures that are coming in, the creatures have absolutely mental aspects of darkness, aspects of hate, have an actively active. That's why
Then there's one absolute we have to teach them all.
what's that?
How to lose.
Feel almost a chuckle as you touch leaves. And I think it's a good place to wrap for the night. You guys okay with that?
I was about to say, just as soon as she leaves, just immediately like to the link is like, considering he was connected with everyone, it's like, I have some news you all might appreciate.
Excellent.
Dawn, bring the item that you hold the most dear to the mast. Mistmother has a parting gift for us, as well as some news. Mistmother isn't alone, and she's opening the gates. All the other deities that were essentially people were taken from to make this isolated dome. She started to realize that by doing that, she isolated herself and made herself a bigger target. Those walls are coming down. And if we can take out the lieutenants that are holding essentially the other half of those doors shut, We can bring the devil's armies right onto their own doorsteps the same way they're entering ours. We can start to take back this place back.
Fantastic.
My mother's going to be giving us some targets we can challenge. Ones that aren't going to be too far out of our way that we can't win, but we're going to need to act quick and fast. Finally, we can be the hunters instead of the hunted.
Good. We'll take the fight to them then.
Callie, Utopia. We've all suffered loss. You guys ready to bring some back on the enemy?
Well, I think
I
that's
know
more a
it.
question for you. We've been in this fight the whole time.
I was born for this.
I like this you better than the one that tried to be all sad.
Aw.
It's about time I stop running.
That's what
At
I'm
least-
saying.
Besides, I'd like to see how big of a Timmy you can make with some of these things.
Oh, there's kind of a limit.
Damn. Alright, get some rest. We need to be up by dawn. I'm probably not sleeping tonight. That's too much to do, but try to get some rest if you can.
You try to get some rest as well. If it's not sleep, then at least some relax a bit. You're going to need it too.
Well, it's a good thing I know a certain way to brew coffee that gives it the strength of 5.
Yeah, we don't want to know about that. We don't need that.
I don't sleep much.
I am so envious of that, Callie. I'm not even going to lie. The way you rest is phenomenal. It's not fair to the rest of us.
Utopia, you haven't weighed in yet. How are you feeling in
Rest
this?
of us. If there's a way for us to finally make an actual dent in all of this, just point me in that direction.
Excellent.
There's the spirit. Let's go.
Let's go!
I need a hero.
Oh,
This
God.
hero needs a nap.
Nap time. All right, this is a
It's
good
nap
time
time.
to wrap for the. Thank you so
Word.
much, guys. That was wonderful and lovely as always. Let's go ahead and say goodnight to everyone. But first, let's go ahead and let everyone know where they can find you, folks. Let's start with Sam.
That is perfect, because the porcelain throne is saying, "Hey, remember all that water you drank?"
Where can people find
it-
you on the interwebs?
So, on Tuesdays, you guys can find me over on ADH Adventures. We're going to be hitting our break here shortly. So, Caltech, you're evil.
Ah, I drank right in time.
You shouldn't have said anything.
I know, I really shouldn't. Tomorrow, you can find me over on Turn to Page 394's channel for the Star Wars 5e game I'm part of. If all goes well, we're about to start planning on how to break into Inquisitorius HQ. That's going to be fun. And I'm the only non-Force user. This is not going to be fun. And then, of course, at the start of the year, you can find me here.
Yep. Cassie,
Yeah.
where can folks find you?
Well, I mean, it's holiday season, so kind of really nowhere. But I'm on the Twitters. I'm on the Instagrams. I did Hive. I got TikTok. I'm on the Tuesday stream on ADH Adventures because I like to rip my heart out and stab it a few times and then walk all over it and then hand it back to somebody and be like, what can you do? Yeah.
That's when I just scream next.
Yep. Pretty much. But yeah, that's all I do.
Milagros,
Hello.
where can people find you?
people can find me here, and then next year on the Starfield. I will be there Mondays and Saturdays, and then still here Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I'm probably gonna start streaming on my own. I've got some overlays made, and I'm trying to figure out like scheduling and seeing if my laptop will kill me for trying to stream. Even though I'm not streaming games, I'll be streaming like note taking process and stuff. Finally learning how to use Obsidian, and it's a huge mistake. I'm too powerful now. Oh my god. I never should have been told about that app. Y'all are never gonna see me again. Like, I'm never leaving my office ever again. It was made for me. I'm so excited. I'm definitely thinking of doing like Obsidian tutorials because the power.
Oh yeah, I have no idea how to do anything on there, but crap.
It's I'm figuring it out, and it's like, oh no, this is.
Hey, do they
I
have
found it.
real quick? Do they have any tutorials on their website yet?
I mean, I looked for a tutorial on YouTube, and that taught me the basics pretty fine. I could look though. I know they have like forums and stuff, but
Well, I was gonna say if they don't, then possibly.
Market.
oh, I didn't realize that was
Yeah.
an option. Oh my
Hey.
god.
An option.
Did you,
Oh.
what's my favorite saying that's going around a lot now? You miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could. Okay.
Already got the plans to
Ooh.
do it. God.
Yeah.
Why not?
Get some exposure, make some money.
Yeah.
Get that sponsorship, baby.
That would
Absolutely.
be very nice.
Or just get a foot in the door because it'll help with something else.
There you go.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thanks.
Hello.
Folks find you on the massive.
Well, you can find me on TikTok at Circle DM, Sphinx Akasha on Instagram, Twitter, and now Hive, whenever Hive gets back up and running again.
Yeah, it kind of crashed, didn't it?
Well, it's only 2 people, and they're working on fixing it because they weren't expecting such a mass of people to.
Oh no,
to-
of course,
to
and they're
create
doing
things.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
The big thing they're doing right now is they had to shut it down because of the security risks that they covered.
yeah.
But they did that really quick. They made sure they didn't let that get crazy, and they're also shutting it down now because they're getting a lot of venture capitalists throwing money at it. So they're getting everything built out, and they're planning everything out because they have to build server farms. And Sphinx and I are very, very much intimately aware of what they're going to have to do, and we know
Oh
it's
boy,
a
it's gonna be a
big job.
Yeah, they might be down for a little bit. Is
Yeah.
what we're saying.
At least like a couple of months.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
because this is happening right at the end of the year. Easy.
Mhm.
So rough.
Yeah,
So rough. Anyway,
but when it does come back up, it's going to be awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner and a Game with these lovely people playing Emerald Sanctums and this beautiful game, Kingdoms of Mist, respectively. On tomorrow, you can actually find me on Dice Cream Sandwiches for part 2 of our miniseries Alice and Adventures in the Wonderdark, run by the wonderful Ivy Shadow. I'll be playing Khan, who is a shifter monk. He's inspired by one of the main characters from the anime Bungo Stray Dogs. If you've seen that, you know exactly what I'm talking about because he is a were-tiger. And on every other Friday, you can find me with the AH Adventures channel running my campaign, Agents of the Circle. We are on holiday until the 6th of January. When we come back, the party will be touching down on the Bard Nation of Anthem that is ruled by the wonderful, the benevolent, the extra funky King Bootsy. And yes, I do mean Bootsy Collins. You know what, baby? It's about $1, baby. Yeah, that Bootsy. It's gonna be great. And we are at the beginning of our Battle of the Bards arc, and it's gonna be amazing. Every other Friday, you can find us with the Alex Baum channel playing Initiatives and Intrigue. And on Saturdays, we alternate between, on ADH Adventures, Heroes Arc, where we are a bunch of revolutionaries trying to take down the Spire and the Patriarchy and the corrupt government. And then on the opposing Saturdays, playing Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where we are another set of vigilante revolutionaries trying to stop a war and free people from magical restriction. On Sundays, you can find me also with the 88 Adventures channel, playing our newest game, The Tale That Never Was, where I play Ioniota. He's an aberrant mind sorcerer, and it's pretty much my answer to the question, what would Howl from Howl's Moving Castle be like if Calcifer were his quarry and Calcifer were an eldritch being from across the stars?
So pretty much it's Howl's Moving Castle.
It's pretty much the Howl's Moving Castle,
yeah,
but without the moving castle. Yet.
as of yet.
Valid.
So far, all right. And
So far.
thank you so much.
You just gotta find an artificer.
There you go.
Well, there's an artificer in the party played by Postmodern Bard, so it's
There you go. He can build you a moving
possible.
castle.
Excellent. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow all of the Internet Games links in our link tree right there. You can follow all these people at their different links, which are in chat right now. Remember, we're all creators in our own right. We all build things here, and we would love for you to enjoy them. So if you want to give us a little serotonin boost, give them a follow if you have not. And remember, support the creators, because all we do for the love of what we do. But we are doing it for us mainly, because we like doing it. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to call it here. I'm not going to try and raid anybody, because I'm so terrified of what might happen with this if I try and raid anyone. So, so we're just going to wrap up for the night, and thank you all so much for having joined us. Remember, helping us get to 1K on Twitch will get us to unlock all the prizes we're giving away, which includes a 3-foot-long printed GM screen, which I'm currently painting my version of it so I can actually show you a painted version. And it is gorgeous. Guys, we want to encourage you to be here, and we're going to try and do our best to make sure that it put some extra value on that for you. In the meantime, at Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Please be careful, wear a mask, social distance. Surges are forever. Plague is forever. And we just be careful so we can always come back and join Dinner Game and be part of this community. That you have to protect yourselves. So, we will love you all. We will again. Actually, we're going to try and get some more one-offs going. And so, if anyone has anything they'd like to run, love to see run. Maybe Agros,
Absolutely not. I'm not ready.
Cassie.
No,
I've done it all of one time.
maybe.
I will have to check my schedule because there is an idea I had in mind, but I will have to see. All I'm going to say is this. It involves a game series I've played for over a decade, and it just so happens someone managed to homebrew 5e stat blocks for all of the things, or a good majority of the things in it.
There you go. We're looking to do that. We also want to do a lot of indie games. So if anyone has anything they want to
Might
run,
be able to be talked into running Quest.
oh, absolutely,
Might be able to be talked into it.
absolutely. Let me know when and where. I'll let you guys know. There's only 2 days that have been taken so far out of this last end of the year, and we're trying to do 2 shows a week, and I'm trying to do at least 1 community night. That's going to be starting next week because I still have to go.
Of course.
In the meantime, thank you all very much. Everyone have a good night. We will see you again next time. Love you.